Okay. Hopefully the stream will stay up because it would suck if it goes down. But yeah. Okay. Oof. Very uncomfortable. But it's good. Okay, so without further ado, let's actually get started. So I'm doing the grammar bit. I'm not sure exactly where I'm gonna go to. We'll see as it goes. Okay. Of verbal tear form, right? A verbal tear form, when followed by the helper verb iro, iru, means either to the following to of either of the following: a, an action in progress, or a past event that is connected with the present. Which of these two sentences sen, which of these two senses are given verb which of these two senses a given verb is used is to a large extent determined by the segmentic characteris- characteristics character- characteristics. There we go. Character. Seems like I can only say it once. Of the verb. The verb we have learned so far can be roughly divided into three groups based on the semantics. Verbs that describe continuous states, the verb that describes activities that last for some times, the verb that describes change that are more or less instantaneous. Okay, let's just quickly put up that now. We have not seen many group 1 verbs so far. We only have aru, and iru. The te forms of these verbs are never used together with the helping verb iru. So iru or iru? I just want to make sure I'm saying it correct. Iru, yeah. Okay, iru. Raw is without the little loop at the end. Iru. However, so we will have nothing to say about them in this section. Many verbs belong to group 2. They indicate such verbs such as taberu, and yomu, and taberu, yomu, and yotsu. No, matsu. Sorry, matsu. When the te forms of a verb. Okay, let me actually just zoom in a little bit so I can actually see a teeny bit better. The te forms of a verb in this group is followed by the helping verb iru when we have a sentence describing an action in progress. Susan wa ima benkyo shite imasu. Sue is studying right now. Takeshi-san wa eigo no hon hon eigo no hon o yonde Takashi is reading a book in English. Okay. You can also use a te imas sentence to describe what a person does by occupation. The first example below therefore has two interpretations. One, you are teaching English right at the moment, and two, you are a English language teacher but are not necessarily in class right now. The distinction between iru and aru that we learned in lesson 4 does not apply to this helping verb, deru. You can use te iru both for living things and inanimate objects. Watashi wa eigo o oshi e de imasu. Te imasu, sorry. I teach English. I am an English teacher. I am teaching English right now. Mary-san wa Nihongo o benkyou shite imasu. Mary studies Japanese. Mary is studying Japanese right now. Verbs in group Verbs in group 3 describe changes from one state to another that uh, that another if you get married or ke, ke, kekon mas mar, ma, suru kekon ma, suru suru. For example, state changes from being single to being married with these verbs de iru indicates a past occurrence of a change which was returning to the significance until the present moment. In other words, teru, sorry, why I keep saying deru, teru describes the result of a change. Yamashita sensei wa kerakon kerakon tsu ke ke kekon te shi kekon shiteimasu. Professor Yamashita is married. Me Michiko san wa mato mato no so ba ni su wa te imasu. Don't know if I said that right. Michiko is sitting near the window. Here are some more examples of verbs that are commonly used in the te imasu framework. Motsu, te iru has. Susan wa o ka ne o taku-san mo te imasu. Sue has a lot of money. Shiru shi te iru. Yamashita sensei wa ego o shiteimasu. Professor Yamashita knows English. Okay. Futoru. Fudo. Is that do? No. Is it fudo? I can't quite see. It's really hard. Okay. I can't see. Don't know if that's a. Looks like it's just a part of the same word, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like it's just a to, not do. Futoru. Futo te iru. Tomu-san wa choto futoteimasu. I don't know if I'm saying the last bit right. I don't even know if I'm saying anything of this right. Tom is a little overweight. Ya muru. Ya seru. Se. Is it a se? Ya seru. Ya se te iru. Watashi no ototo wa totemo yase imasu. My younger brother is very thin. Okay, none of those sentences I can really think I can say on a short. Among the verbs we have learnt so far, verbs such as okiru and okiru, iku, kaeru, kuru, wakaru, wakaru, dekakeru, no, noru, suwaru, shinu, nu, nu. It's indeed nu. Shinu, ketsu, ketsu, watsu, re, ru, re. Yeah, re. Indeed it is. Okay. Where am I? Kariru, oriru, mo, tekuru, mo, tekuru, suretekuru. Oof, I don't even know what half of these words. I don't even know what all of these words mean. Don't even know if I'm saying them correctly. Kekong, kekong, tsuru, futoru, yaseru, kiru belong to group 3. In most cases, you can determine whether a verb belongs to group 2 or 3 by checking if the verb also allows for a phrase describing duration such as ichiji kang, compare. For example, watashi wa ki no ichi jikan hon o yomimashita. I don't know what that word is. 1 o'clock book. Read, I think. I read a book for an hour yesterday. Okay, I was completely wrong. Watashi wa ichi jikan shi ni mashita. Ungrammatically, much as English translation, I died for an hour, which is a little odd. Okay. Yomu thus belongs to group 2 and shinu to group 3. In lesson 9, we will observe that this result of a change reading is actually not restricted to verbs in group 3 but can be associated with these two those in group 2 in certain contexts. Note that the sentence does not mean Professor Yamashita is getting married. I am struggling a little bit. Okay, where am I now? Okay, I've still got quite a bit to go, which is good. Kiru wears kiteru, Mary-san wa. I'm not even going to try to say that. I struggled with that yesterday, and I'm not going to try again. Okiru, okiteiru is awake. Ochichi, oto-san. Sorry, this is the kanji character tricked me. Oto-san wa okiteimasu. Dad is up and awake. Don't know if I said that correctly. Okiteimasu. I think I'm going to write that one down for just because it seems like at least then I can feel better when I finish this, because I at least copy down the sentence. Okay. Oto-san wa okiteimasu. ます。お父さん Okay. Uh, Dad is up and awake. Okay. Can now at least feel better about having a thing. That's right. Oh, thank you. Because I feel like before you joined, I was reading, like I was struggling with what uh, this bit here, all of this, and then most of this was fine, I think. But yeah, so I lost where I was. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting some of them right, but there are those some words like tricky, like this word for t-shirt in Japanese is I don't know. The problem is I don't really know how to say this bit here, which I could just go to Google search in it and that would be easy. But when's life easy? Su mu su sun de iru su sun de iru chichi to chichi chichi to haha wa to Tokyo ni su sunde-imasu. My father and mother live in Tokyo. Okay, this is the tricky bit. I would write this one down, but let me see if I can get it correctly. Sunde-imasu. Oh, sundaimasu. Of course. Sundaimasu. Okay. I haven't actually done that sentence in a while, so I'll do it again. Okay, let's see if I can get this right. Chi chi to ha ha Tokyo Tokyo ni sundimasu is my father and mother live in Tokyo. Almost said Japan. There you go. Okay. Suto meru. Is that me? I feel like that's me. Yes, it is me. Thought so. It's shatsu. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. Okay, so it is a long vowel. I spelled it wrong. Weird. No, I spelled it right, but it's just not. Shatsu. Oh yeah, I wouldn't. Nah. Like I'm. What the problem is, I don't really remember like these little bits of katakana. I can remember the kanji and stuff. Like I remember this being like, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure even what that means. So like I need to really update my knowledge on katakana words. But yeah, I mean, okay, wait. Let's okay. Shirt with one T. Shirt. There we go. Shatsu. Cool. Uh, Tsutomeru. Tsutometeru. Watashi no one wa Nihon no kaisha 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 no tsutometeru te imasu. My older sister works for a Japanese company. Note that the verbs like iku and kuru belong to this group, thus i, iteru, iteru, and kiteru indicate the current states that result from prior movements, not movements that are currently in progress. You may want to be careful with that the following sentences mean. You may want to be careful with what the following sentences mean. Chi, cho, cha, cho, chu, chugoku is China. Ni iteimasu, somebody has gone to, is in China, not she is going to China. Uchi ni kiteimasu, somebody has come over to visit, not somebody is coming over. Finally, a note on conjugation. The helping verb iru conjugates as a root verb. Thus, we have long forms as in the following example. Tabe te iru. Present. Tabe te imasu. He is eating. Tabe te imasen. He is not eating. Tabe te imashita. He was eating. I thought I was going to read he was eaten. Tabe te imasen de shita. Oof. This is so confusing, even though I'm kind of feel like I'm getting better at it than when I first started, but it's still very confusing. He was not eating. To describe somebody who has long hair, one could say Tomu-san no kame wa nagai desu. Tom's hair is long. Nagai desu. But in fact, it would be far more natural in Japanese to say Tomu-san wa kami ga kami. Okay, that's why I was getting confused. Yes, okay, put an A there and then put kill at the end and you get an anime. That's why I was confused, but that's not important. Kami ga nagai desu. Sorry. Tom has long hair. As for Tom, he has long hair. This applies not only to descriptions of length of one's hair, but to descriptions of a person's physical attributes in general. San wa nu mimi te a shi ga oki chisai small kawaii cute. Person A has a body part which is big, small, cute. I'm not sure if I'm correct on that. Don't know what these mean, but yeah, I'm not sure what those mean. Assuming it's body part, so probably some kind of body part there. An idiom, idiomatic what the fudge? Idiomatic collocation, collection. Is that collection? No way. No, that's not collection. Is it? Yes. No. Why is my brain's not working? Anyways, we also have. Ugh, why does that? Ugh. Like if I remove this bit and put a T there, it doesn't look like a word I've seen before, and I'm pretty sure it shouldn't look like a word. but then part of me says it's correct, but I feel like it's not correct. Side effects of dyslexia. Se, no, se ga takai is tall. Se ga takai is tall. Se ga kui. I don't. I like it when words kind of like ku kind of trips me up, but then like kai I can say in one fluid motion, but then kui I kind of get it mixed up. It's a bit. A atama atama ga e is bright. Okay, I'm probably butchering so many words. Okay, okay, that's for that symbol to make vowels longer. Do what is like when I type in Romanji, because uh, that's the only way I can really type. I don't have a Japanese uh, keyboard on my phone. I put ichi and then just use the same character for it. I feel like that's not right. But that was how I got it for today's lesson. When I did Su Sun, I just put Su and then that character with which was ichi, or the character for one. Uh, T T. Okay, so it removes the e and then puts. Okay, that's a bit tricky. That the T for T-shirt. It's going to be very tricky to remember the how that works. Kami not J. Kame. Oh yeah, of course, of course. I even looked at it and I'm like, no, that's right. And then now you pointed out, yeah, I'm so wrong. But it's because me and me sound similar, not completely. It's just obviously got confused. Me, not mu. Did I? Oh, I didn't notice. I got mixed up on one of them. My bad. Eye, ear, hand, leg. Cool. Eye. Okay, cool. So yeah. So my brain is having a hard time processing a thought. So yeah, I don't. My English is supposedly supposed to be really good, but I still don't understand what they meant by that word. But yeah, thank you. You kind of helped me what they mean with Seika Takai. It makes sense now. Let's just say that. In the last lesson, we discussed the use of verbal te forms to join sentences. E and na, adjectives and des. After nouns, often nouns also have te forms, which can be used to combine two elements to form longer sentences. The te form and of an adjective is formed by substituting kote, kute, sorry, for the final sorry, for for the final e, the te form of a na adjective and a noun des plus des, I don't know. Oh, and a noun plus des sequence is formed by adding de to the base of the noun. Adjectives, ya su, yasu, yasui, yasai, yasui, yasu, kute, irregular, e, yokute. Now adjectives, de, denki, na, denki des, denki de. Noun plus des. No nihonjin des. Nihonjin de. Okay, I said all these words and I understood nothing. Okay, which is an issue. I kind like I should feel like I should know what this means, but it's okay. So I think I get this bit, but look, I think it'll come with time once I know a bit more Japanese. Like I only know a basic level of Japanese, so I'm basically hitting a wall with what the knowledge I have right now. So hopefully that will crumble down once I get a little bit more knowledge. No me me se no tabemono wa yatsukute o oishi desu. Oshi desu, tasty, delicious. Yeah, okay. The food at that restaurant is inexpensive and delicious. Inexpensive. Okay, what is tabemono? Okay, tabemono is food, if I'm not mistaken. Is that in? I have no idea where, like, where these two words are. Okay. Okay. But yeah, this, like, I still don't really know what tear forms mean fully, but obviously I'm still learning. So this is like like you said, is an example which I understand, but it's like a bit for me, a bit too minute, too simple for to really get the full idea of what they're trying to get across. Is what I'm trying to was because the way I learn is I don't really study. I just try to understand something, so that I don't really have to come back to it. And this is just a bit too light for me to understand what they're trying to say. But hopefully, I'll understand it as time comes on. Ano hito person wa itsumo denki de omoshiroi desu. That person is always energetic and fun to be with. Yamashita sensei wa nihonjin de. Okay, so I based off of these last two things, and you can it seems you can just add de at the end to, as long as it's not the end of the sentence. This is correct me if I'm wrong. If you can, instead of having to add des at the end, you can just add de for nouns, which these are, and that's about as far as I have cracked the code. I guess I might be wrong with that. Yo Yongjin Ju Yongju Sa Yongju Sai Gu Rai Des. Professor Yamashita is a Japanese, and he is about 40 years old. Is a Japanese. That's not really Englishly Jack. Professor Yamashita is a Japanese. It's like I think they forgot to put person in there. That makes Japanese person, which nope. Hito is not there. Hito's there. I'm getting all confused. Inexpensive is a fancy way to say. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. Because it seems that from what I've understand, like they don't waste what's the called many years time on meaningless things. Like you know that this is going to end in des. So instead of having to say des twice, they'll just say de. And that's like, there's like a bunch of examples that I can't think of where, like, for example, if you're talking about yourself, you don't have to say watashi all the time. You can omit it. So, like, it kind of makes sense now, which is nice. If a person moves to another place in order to do something, we can describe their movements and its purpose this way. Destination of movements, ne, he. The purpose of the movement, ni. Oh, ni, he, ni. Iku, kuru, kaeru. The purpose of the movements can either be a noun like kaimono, shopping, or a phase of consistent on consistence consisting of a verb, its object, and so forth. Verbs describing the purpose of a movement must be in their stem form. Stem, as we learned in lesson 3, are the parts you get by removing must for the verb present tense long forms. Taberu, tabemasu, yomu. So this is this bit. Here's the stem, and then whatever that is. Yomu mas. Okay, that I can understood. Not really, but I'll pretend like I did. De po pa departo. I'm department store. Yeah, departo ni kabang kabang wa kai kai ni ikimashita. I went to the department store to buy a bag. Mary-san wa nihongo o benkyou shi ni kimashita. Mary has come to Japan to study Japanese. Okay, that's going to take a little time to understand, but I think that's not that hard to understand overall. That would, like, in theory, I can understand based off of this. Oh, I mean, of this, I can understand what they think, but to implement it is going to be a little bit difficult. The counter for people is ni, nen, 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 nin, nin, nin. And this is why Google exists. Any second now. Wow. Nin. But one person and two people are irregulars. Hitori and futari. Hitori, one person. Futari, two people. Wait. Oh, so these are exceptions to the rule, and then it's sang nin, yong yo nin, yo nin, go nin, roku nin, chi nin, nana nin. Like, I've learned these two before, but that was like, I think, meal sets. Like, can I get 2 meal sets, please? Or 1 coffee? I don't exactly remember any more than that. Hachi nin, hachi nin, ku nin, ju nin. To count people in a class, for example, you can add ning after the noun and the particular part after the noun and the particular ga, and say person ga x nin imasu. Okay, good thing there's an example. Watashi no class karasu ni ni. Is that submitted? I'm assuming that's submitted, or doesn't matter. Swedish. Why do they have to give me Swedish? Why? Su u u Sweden Sweden G no gakusen ga hitori imasu. Did not like the feeling of that, how I said it. There is one Swedish student in our class. The place expressions are often followed by ni, wa, ha. See, still to this day confuses me. Is this ha or wa? Because I know I'm assuming it's ha because it's not a particular. Oh wait, that just goes back to that. Like this is what instead of ni in the particular. This is where like Romanji would come helpful, so I could differentiate which is ha and which is wa. Ooh, that's a lot I've missed. Okay. For example, yeah, yes, it's cheap and oshi means tasty. Okay. Okay, wait, I've already read this. It's not read. Okay, so what I was saying about the omission of the des was wrong because obviously it's a continuation of the sentence, which makes sense now. Now that I think about it, um, but yeah, so yeah, it makes sense. I was thanks for correcting me there. Okay. Oh fudge! I did it again. I did it again. Which one? Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? I did it again. I keep numerous times keep saying this word wrong. I keep saying denki instead of genki. Because I keep getting confused between ha, which turns into de, da, or ta. Ha it also does, and then ke turns into ki. I keep getting confused on that part, which is hitotsu, yes, and because yeah, it was a little while ago. I think like a good 2-3 months ago. I learned about one coffee and stuff like that, meal sets and so on. It's optional. Parentless. What parentheses? Oh, that's what it's called. Oh, okay, it's what in that case. That's good to know. Though I still having a hard time differentiating when this is a ha and which is a wa. Instead of ni type of sentence. Okay. Oof. Okay. Okay. It's just this bit and then the practice, which is going to take a little while, but I think I'm going to skip through most of it because I have no idea. O so bu means to play, or sobu. No, asobu. Asobu means to play, to spend time pleasantly, or to play a social call. To pay a social call. Okay. Kodomo no toki yoku domo dachi to asobi mashita. When I was a child, I often played with my friends. Okay. I thought Tomodachi would, but obviously there's like multiple words that mean friends and not just Tomodachi. One osoku made made ason 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 de wa ikemasen. Oof. Ikemasen. You must not play around until late. Sen sen sho shu senshu weekend. That's right. No shumatsu. No shumatsu sen shumatsu wa Tokyo no asobi ni ikimashita. I went to Tokyo to have fun last week. Shumas is last week. Senshu. What does Shenshu mean again? I'm confused. Watashi no uchi ni asobi ni kite kudasai. Kite kudasai. Please come and see us. Note that to play as used below requires different words. Sports, to play tennis, tennisu, or suru, or suru, to play basketball. Basu te to keto. What the hell? Ke, so it is ke, not te. Basu keto or maru. Games, to play video games. Gameu. No, not gameu. Terebi gameu or maru. Aren't these all the same? Okay. To play cards. To ra tora re ra to ra pu or suru. Wait, these are all the same, so but this one's different. Okay. Music instruments, to play the guitar. Guitar or hiku. I have no idea if I said any of those correct. Probably did not. I butchered everything. Yeah, because like I have a hard time differentiating where, like for example, this sentence, except for the fact that I know most of the words, where each wait, now that I think about it, particular, word. Because like one of my big issues is I don't know where one word begins and where one word ends. So that's why I kind of say them separately. But now that I think about it, I can see that this is a particular, that's a particular, that's a particular, that's a particular, and they're like separate. So there, ha is okay. Now this is tricky because these are both particular, but which one's which in this case? Is this wa? No, it wouldn't be wa. Hi. No, I am getting confused. I thought I had it for a second here, but then completely lost it. Okay, so practice. Look at the picture below and answer the questions. Mary san wa nani o shite imasu ka? Mary san terebi o mimasu shi mi Mitemas. Okay. This is where the like perfect example of why I don't really do the practice is because it's asking this question, but like I can, for example, say Mary San Hong, and I forgot what yomimas, but then do I say yo te imas? So Mary San wa Hong o yo te imas. Like I don't really understand the last bits to really say read to correct the to like fix it like that. Because like obviously I can answer the question as it says, but I don't know how to answer it grammatically correct. Yogi me. I forgot what swim is. I don't. Shashin Hana Sashin. I don't like. There's like for me so many ways to answer this. Like I don't even know how what taking a photo is really in Japanese. Like the what's holding me back from doing the practice is my level of Japanese. I don't know enough Japanese to really answer the question as I feel correct. Wait, smoking? That is crazy. Tennis, like this one is a bit too vague. Playing tennis, tennisu, Mary-san wa tennisu wa shimasu or something like that. See, then pair work I skip because I'm not in a pair. Class activities, I'm skipping that. This is Sue's family. Answer the following questions. Or, okay, this one I can maybe do, but then it kind of gets hard at the end. Oto-san wa, Oto-san wa doko, no, doko ni sundaimasu ka? Oto-san, then I don't even, whatever this word is, ni sundaimasu. Okay. Father lives in New York, so that would be New York. Okay. Yeah, like that obviously goes without saying because like I don't even know much about particulars in the grand scheme of things, and I'm really struggling for it. Like I really do kind of regret using Duolingo because all Duolingo did was give me a false sense of hope, but like it kind of gave me the basis, but not enough. It kind of left me too much on my own. It literally just gave me sentences and wished me luck, and I'm kind of paying for that right now. So yeah, because like I wish they could go into more depth about how sentences are formed and stuff. But yeah, so I'm still learning particulars. Uh, de, okay, so the den wa ikimasen, is that said as one word or is there what's the particular there? Um, oh, there's two particulars. I should just read the next comment. There's two particulars. Okay, so my assumption that particulars can't follow each other was wrong because I think a few streams ago I thought that particulars couldn't be back to back, which was wrong. See, then that opens the subject of again how to differentiate the where is it? This one. Then it kind of differentiates which is the particular like basically just reinstates the problems I'm having with which is particular, which is not, and stuff like that. Yon, yondemas. Sorry, I keep mixing up sundaimas and then from, which is what's from sundaimas sunda. Let me just refresh my brain because reading it is very hard. Sundimas. even though I've already done it today. Sundeimaste. That sounds so easy, but I'm struggling with it so much. Oh, from no kara. Oh, that's I've been learning about kara now. Now it's from. I am struggling really hard to speak simple sentences. Okay, let me. Where's my notepad? Just yeah, just use this piece of paper. There we go. Okay, I forgot to write it down last time. I think. Let's see. No, I didn't write it down. Toad. I think I actually subscribed to them, but I just want to make sure I write it down so I don't forget. Okay, there we go. I think once I've done with this booklet that I'm a textbook that I'm reading, got like a little bit over halfway to go, I guess. No, quite a bit, not even halfway yet. The once that's done, then I'll probably. Why am I even thinking about that? I'll do what comes to me. Really, like I should really watch Japanese content. I've been slacking on that very much recently, and I kind of regret it. It's just been getting a little bit sidetracked with everything. Okay, so that's actually an idea because like then is he using this same textbook that I'm using currently? Because if that works, then I can read through this on stream and then go and watch his video and get the bits that I didn't understand to help have him help me understand exactly what I'm missing. Okay. Look at the picture and answer the questions. Uh, Yoma shi Yoma Yamada-san wa yasete imasu ka? Hi. Okay, I'm not even going to bother with that because yeah, that's way too much. Look at the picture below and describe each person. Okay, so there's a painter, but I don't remember what a painter, artist, or high schooler. I don't know. See, I make a sentence using two. Nope, I'm not even going to try that one. Okay. Describe the following items. Use two or more adjectives. Nope. Sue's going to following places below. Not even going to try that. See, this is usually where I just go through all the lessons and anything that seems a little bit difficult. I'm not going to try. Answer the following questions. Doko ni sundemasu de imasu ka? Doko ni. Where am I from? Is it correct? Doko ni sundaimasu. No, where do I live? Okay. I'll just try to translate these as best as I can. Ke kong. And then immediately after saying that, I get this word, which I've seen many times, but I forgot what it means. Shite imasu ka? Ke kong. Married. Ke kong shite imasu ka? Are you married? I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Shite ji te ji ten shu sha tensha Jitensha. That does not. I don't know if I'm saying. I'm totally not saying that correctly. Kuruma Kuruma ka o mo te imasu ka? Ka also or as well. What? No. Ka. Let's see what if G ten sha. Nope, doesn't even pop up. 100% Nihon no uta song uta wa sorry Nihon no uta o shi shite imasu ka? Japanese song she she te te where am I? Te maska. Te maska. I know Japanese songs, music. Oh wait, answer the following questions. Do you? I'm assuming it's just Nihon. I'm assuming it's saying, do you know Japanese songs? But I'm just going to type it in to make sure that I've correct before I even try to sound like I uta or Japanese songs, right? Uta or shite masu ka? Do you know any Japanese songs? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me just write that name down quickly again. Oops. Okay. Oh no. So much lead gone. It's the downside of a. There we go. It's the downside of a mechanical pen. So. Wait, why? What am I doing? I am actually very dumb. I am literally using my Japanese account, so I could literally just go onto YouTube and subscribe to them, and then I have it on my phone. I am a big dum dum. Game go. I'm saying game.